Imagine God ordering you to marry someone he knows will cheat on you. That's exactly what he did. Not once, not twice, over and over again. Would you do it? One man said yes, and his story forever changed the way we understand the love of God. To understand what happened, you first need to know who Hosea was. Hosea was not just any man. He was a prophet, a man set apart by God, who heard his voice and obeyed without hesitation. In Israel, a prophet was respected, admired. His word carried weight. His life was an example for everyone. People listened when he spoke. They believed God was with him. And at that time, Israel was in crisis. The people God had chosen, the people he had rescued from Egypt, guided through the desert and given a land of their own, those very people had turned their backs on him. They worshipped idols. They chased after other gods. They lived as if the true God did not exist. They forgot everything he had done for them. God saw all of it, and he decided to send a message, but not a message made of words. A message made of a life. A message so painful, so raw, that no one who saw it could ever forget it. One day, God spoke to Hosea, but what he said was not what Hosea expected. He did not say, "Go and preach against idolatry." He did not say, "Warn the people that judgment is coming." He said something far more difficult.
Hosea, go and marry Gomer, a woman who has lived in unfaithfulness.
Stop for a moment and think about that. God was not asking him to give a sermon. He was asking him to give his heart, to hand over his entire life to a woman he knew would destroy him from the inside out. It was not a warning. It was a certainty. Gomer was going to betray him, and Hosea knew it. He knew she would be unfaithful. He knew people would point and whisper. He knew he would endure a public humiliation that few men could survive. He knew the cost, and still he said yes. But he obeyed. Hosea married Gomer, and at first there were moments of light. They had children. They built a home. Hosea loved her with everything he had. He gave her protection, stability, a name, a family. Everything Gomer had never had, Hosea gave her. But something inside her stayed restless, something his love could not seem to fill, or maybe something she would not allow herself to receive. Because sometimes the problem is not that we are not loved. The problem is that we do not believe we deserve that love. And that belief can drive us to destroy the very thing that could save us. And then came the day Hosea always knew would come. Gomer left. It was not a one-night mistake. It was not a stumble. It was a decision. She chose to leave. She chose other men. She chose a life that pulled her further and further from everything good she had. Imagine what Hosea felt, coming home to an empty house, looking at the bed where they once slept and knowing she was in someone else's arms, looking into his children's eyes and having no words to explain why their mother was gone. The shame, the pain, the silent rage, and the worst part, the quiet of the nights, wondering if he had done something wrong, if he could have loved her better, if somehow he had failed. But Hosea had not failed. The problem was never his love. The problem was that Gomer refused to receive it, and Gomer kept falling. She went from man to man, each relationship emptier than the last, each promise more hollow, each embrace colder, until there was nothing left. The men who once wanted her abandoned her. The beauty that made her desirable faded. The world that promised her freedom left her in chains. Gomer ended up at the lowest point imaginable, alone, broken, forgotten, so destroyed that she was literally put up for sale, standing on an auction block like an object, waiting for someone to buy her. This was no longer a woman living in pleasure. This was a woman with nothing, no dignity, no hope, no way out, and the world walked right past her. No one stopped, no one cared. Anyone else would have let her stay there. Hosea had every right to move on, every reason to forget her. every justification to say she made her choice. But then, God spoke again.
Go find her, bring her home, and tell her you never stopped loving her.
Think about the weight of those words. God was not asking Hosea to forgive from a distance. He was asking him to walk into the marketplace, to stand before the crowd, to look at the woman who humiliated him, and buy her back, not because she earned it, not because she asked for it, not because she deserved it, but because that is what love does. And Hosea went. He walked into that marketplace. He saw her standing there, broken, ashamed, unable to even lift her eyes. The woman who had once shared his bed, who had carried his children, who had known the warmth of his home, was now being sold like property. And Hosea paid the price. He bought her back. He covered her. He took her hand and brought her home. And he said to her,
"You will stay with me. You will not go to another man, and I will be faithful to you."
He did not scream. He did not lecture. He did not say, "Look what you did to me." He simply loved her. Again. Now here is why this story matters so much. Because it was never just about Hosea and Gomer. God gave Hosea this impossible command because he wanted to show the world something it had never seen before, a living picture of his own heart. Hosea represents God, and Gomer represents us. Every single one of us. We are the ones who were given everything: love, grace, protection, a place to belong, and we walked away. We chased after things that promised satisfaction but left us empty. We turned our backs on the one who loved us most, and just like Gomer, we ended up broken, lost, standing in places we never imagined we would be. But God did not stay away. He came looking for us. He stepped into our mess, into our shame, into our lowest moment, and he paid the price to bring us back. That price was not silver or gold. It was the blood of his own son on a cross. Maybe right now you feel like Gomer. Maybe you have walked away from God so many times that you think he has given up on you. Maybe the shame is so heavy that you cannot imagine he would still want you. Maybe you feel too far gone, too broken, too lost. But here is the truth that this story screams from every page. There is nothing you can do to make God stop loving you. Not your failures, not your past, not the things you have done that you have never told anyone. He already knows. He has always known. And he chose to love you anyway. Just like Hosea walked into that marketplace to bring Gomer home, God is walking toward you right now, not with anger, not with disappointment, with open arms, with the same love he has had for you since the very beginning. The only question is, will you let him bring you home? If this story reminded you of how deep God's love is, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you are thankful for a God who never gives up on you, comment, Amen.